back this up. Okay. Good morning, T Subs and T Squad. So, I know y'all thought, much like I did, that I was gonna do Belle Collective last night, but girl, I didn't. I watched it though. I did watch it. I took the notes, and now since I'm up showering and all that good stuff, because I got to get out of here soon, I said before I leave to get my day started, I get up here and give y'all this season 1, episode 2 review of Belle Collective, and it is titled Wigs and Waffles. Dear God. So Latrice is on the phone with Mel, talking about her new hair care line, and then Cliff comes in calling Mel beautiful, and Latrice wants him to invest in her new line and tells him that she wants to feel equal. The fact that you have to tell your husband that you want to feel equal in on your shit is a huge problem, a huge red flags for me, Latrice. Now, Latrice, listen, because see, I understand you Scotty friend. I get all of that. But listen, I'm going to be completely real with you. There's something about you and Cliff's marriage that I'm not liking. All right? I'm just going to be real. You Scotty friend. So I can keep it real with you. Something about this marriage that you in with Cliff isn't right. I can't put my finger on it. Excuse me, y'all. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's something about their marriage and the way that it's set up. I could tell that he's very steeped in his ways, and he's probably not going to change them no time soon, which is fine because, you know, you're not my husband. I ain't got to lay down with your old ass, but, you know, I don't know what it is about Cliff, but I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but like how he is, the way she kind of is to him versus how she is when I see her with the rest of the ladies and her other friends. And then not to mention, it goes back to the first episode when the friends was like, well, girl, we would invite you, but it seems like whenever you go out with us, your husband got a problem with it and or he wants to come. And girl, we ain't got no time for no fathers being down there trying to dictate our every move, our every way, our every this, our every that. And I'm not going to give you too much of treats because I do like you, but it's something going on that situationship with you and your husband, and I'm doing this for a reason. So we're going to move on though. And girl, you ain't got to tell him a damn thing. Like, listen, I'm not even understanding why you even want your husband to have any parts of your business. To be honest with you, he got his business, you got your business. That needs to stay separate. Y'all need to stay just being a married couple and don't try to intertwine each other's businesses. That shit never works. It doesn't. You set up and you talked about how you was pushing your hair out the trunk of your car, and you also mentioned about how when you first did any of this, he didn't want nothing to do with it. He didn't think that it was ever going to work. He didn't see your vision, and he didn't think that it was going to get you nowhere. Now all of a sudden, you're probably making more than he does, and now he wants to be all in and wants to be all in throttle in your business and your brand and what you got going on. You can do what you want, Latrice. But if it were me, I would keep my husband, and my business. Those two lanes, it never works. It doesn't. I'm sorry. There's been too many other shining examples of that shit that don't work. A la Monique and Miss Sydney and Mary J. Blige and what's the man name? Azuka, whatever the fuck the damn man name is. Y'all know who he is. Brianna Daddy. Anywho, so Tambra and Letitia talk about what happened down to the brunch. Girl, I'm sick of talking about that brunch. Tambra invites all the ladies to her birthday party, and she now doesn't know what to do because of the beef that went down. Listen, that won't no beef. That was Marif being a messy, catty ass mean girl because you just got to have one of those on this show, and she just so happened to pick Latrice to be the person that she wanted to pick on. That's just what it was. Let's just call it for what it is. Every show obviously needs a villain. She's deciding that she wants to step into the ring as the villain, and that's just what I said. Girl, ain't no real beef there between them bitches. Moving on. So Maurice talks to Elsie. Marie talks about being financially able to take care of her family, plus her oldest son, 3 kids, and his baby mamas. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. And if that's what being rich and fabulous means, girl, I'd rather live my regular degular schmegular, be on my RN paycheck and my YouTube paycheck, and I'll just live in my regular old house, you know, by this nasty piece of golf course, and you know, all that good stuff, honey. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's no way that I would ever want to raise my kids to where they feel like they don't have to be financially responsible for anything because I got it. Hell no. Your son is a grown damn man who's running around here sticking his dirty ass dick unprotected in all of these bitches because he already knows if I don't have it, my mama got it. And even if I do get it, if I don't want to give it, my mama gonna give it. And that's just what I said. That's why that son feels the need to go out here and make all of these babies and all of these irresponsible decisions, basically because based on how you raised them. Based on how you raised them. That's your fault. It's your fault that your son walking around here making up all of these babies and them leaving them to you to be financially stable and financially be taken care of. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. And I don't know no bosses that move that way, Miss Boss. Moving on. Then they talk about the brunch, and then she had the nerve to say that Latrice went off on her first. You know, you supposed to be so rich and fabulous. Girl, do you not have TVs nowhere in your damn house? Listen, you so rich, you so fabu, you so this, you so that. Girl, please, you went down to that woman's brunch intentionally to cause drama, ruckus, and mayhem when it came down to Letitia. When it came down to Latrice. You did. You caused all of that. You caused that. Like the nerve of you to think that you're going to go run down on somebody about their hair and then expect for them to not give back exactly what the fuck you gave them. You won't going down there to like try to be helpful or try to be like, hey sis, you know, look, you know, the hair is cute or whatever the case may be, but you know, I really wasn't that satisfied. Or at the very least, you could have pulled her to the side, away from all of those other women, away from the Letitia and what it was that she was trying to do. No, you went there to be catty, messy, and petty, and they gave your ass what you asked for. You looked dumb. You sounded stupid and foolish because, listen, had this been held up in a court of law, you wouldn't have got nothing for it. You're the one who paid for the hair, which means you had to go to the store. You had to physically look at the hair. More than likely, you physically touched it, sampled it, you liked it. It won't dingy, dirty, and a raggedy, shitty ass mess the way you said it was until you put it in the hands of your wig maker. So how the hell is that her fault? You put it in somebody else's hands now, and he fucked it up. And you somehow made it up in your head that not to go to the person who you gave it to firsthand. Oh no, you want to go to her. Girl, get your goddamn life in order and get you a new hairstyle. Girl, them finger waves went out back in 99, girl. Don't nobody want to be walking around here looking like Missy Elliott. She's a bitch and get away from my grill. Girl, don't nobody want to walk around here looking like that no more. Girl, bye. So Letitia takes a tour of Fair Street with Dorothy. Shout out to that scene. I actually love that scene. I actually love history. History was one of my favorite subjects in school. And I love the history. I love the knowing that they have shops around there that Barack Obama ate at when he was just a senator. You know what I'm saying? Or in restaurants where B.B. King ate at. And, you know, stuff where all of the jazz people and stuff like that back in the days came and ate and congregate and had a good time, and it was theirs. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could take it away from them. You know what I mean? That's the pride that all of y'all are walking on over there. And I feel like what Letitia is doing can work, but y'all have to like get up out of yourselves and realize the bigger picture. I'm all here for what Letitia is doing. It is a big taking to do. And I feel as though she could do it, but she got to have the right people behind her. And as of right now, I don't think you got the right people behind you, daughter. I just don't. I feel like I'm more than sure with your business and your brand that you got, you have way more other successful millionaire business women that you could go around there and do that with. So Latrice goes to see the incomparable Dr. Antoinette, honey, to bring her some samples of her new hair care line and to talk about what happened at the brunch. I'm not dealing with that brunch no more. Dr. Antoinette redecorated her house after the divorce. Good. That's what you're supposed to do. Ain't no sense of you staying living in you know, living in misery and sorrow and strumming your pain with your fingers, living in the same decorated marital house that you once shared with your spouse. Because girl, if it was me, I would have just straight up flattened it and then just build it a grand old, you know, 21st century modern turnkey home. But that's just me. She said that one of the biggest issues that led to her divorce was the fact that he wanted children and she didn't. She just wanted to be focused on her goals. And I don't feel like that there's anything wrong with that. If she don't want to be bare feet, walking around, wobbling around pregnant, when she's supposed to be in somebody's school to become a dentist, I'm not understanding why that has to be such an issue. Like, I get it, down south, most men believe it's the woman's job to take care of the house and the kids. It's the man's job to go out there and earn the bacon. And listen, working is for the birds. I say it all the time how I would love to meet a millionaire and all I have to do is just be his nasty piece of eye candy and he funds my lifestyle and all I got to do is go to the red carpets, look good for him, clean the house, cook the meals, take care of the kids, suck his dick whenever he want me to. The royal plainness is clean, your highness. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Okay, because working is for the damn birds. But I'm not mad at Dr. Antoinette for still wanting to hold on to her dreams and keep them tight because she wanted to be somebody and she wanted to go somewhere. So she woke up and paid attention. I'm not mad at it. So Tambra goes shopping with her stylist friend Ken to pick out outfits down for her party. And Tambra, the outfit that you chose was hideous. It was horrible and I didn't like it. So I don't know who he styled, but girl, foul. All right. She talks about how her parents are ready for her to have a family and kids. And she said that she froze some of her eggs because she does have fibroids. That's a really good thing to do, Tamara. Fibroids ain't nothing to be played around with. They're not. And I think you did yourself a real due diligence by going on ahead and freezing your eggs. But listen, you don't need a man to have a family. You don't. I feel like you can decide to just artificially inseminate yourself, girl. You already got your eggs. Pick you out a good damn man with some good genes and go on ahead and do what you got to do. And you could do it on your own if you want to. But I'm with you. Don't let nobody make you or rush you into marriage or having no greedy ass crumb snatchers right now. If you don't want it right now, you ain't got to have it right now. So then she talked about how an NBA player offered her $1 million to have a baby. Listen, Shabambu and them is fucking niggas like that for the free and ain't getting nothing for it. So I feel like, you know, and even if they do get pregnant, half of them ain't seeing no child support until the baby about 2, 3, 4, 5 years old because these men are good enough at avoiding the situation. You not their wife, you not their girl, and they can easily be like, well, listen, she gave it up to me. She could give it up to anybody else. Like, I already know how this goes. So all I'm saying is, had you done it, I wouldn't have been mad at it because at least you got something out the deal. And you can still keep that baby and put that nigga on child support. Because you ain't like Shabambu and the rest of us. You know people. I mean, I'm just saying. Moving on. So the legendary and comparable Dr. Antoinette goes down to the baseball field with her friend Kylan, who could have passed for a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. I don't know why, and this no shade to what's the girl name, Kaylin. But like as soon as I saw her, I said she could be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. I don't know why she just gives off that look, but she did. But anywho, Shout out to the friend. She talked about the main issue was that she didn't want to raise biracial children and have them go through what she went through being raised, being that she's, you know, what she was with a white guy. But then that begs the question, if that's the case, then why is it that all you seem to pursue is white men? I would love to know Dr. Antoinette, the legendary, incomparable Dr. Antoinette, backstory. I would love to know what some no good sorry ass nigga did to her that she completely just flipped off the switch to her own and flipped on the switch to the Krispy Kremes, but then don't want to have a cheering. So I'm just confused, daughter. I'm confused. Like I am. So you don't mind being married to one, dating one, fucking one, sharing a household and bills with one, but you don't want they cheering. I mean, I guess. Shout out to your friend for being there for you. I like the whole little baseball thing that they did. It was symbolic of you knocking that one out the park and you trying to find you a new one, so I'm all here for that. So it's Tambra's party. Like I said, Tambra, your outfit was absolutely atrocious. I hated it. If hated it was the word, that outfit would be the damn definition for it. Latrice comes with Cliff, aka Zeddy, and Latrice brings up what happened between her and Marie. Again, I'm not talking about that stale ass shit between what happened Marie and Latrice no more. I'm not. Marie was wrong as two left shoes for the messy ass way that she brought that shit up down to her friends, Ponderosa. She was wrong. Period. Latrice, again, I like you. I swear to God I do. Latrice, you ain't never did nothing to me and you Scotty friend. So I already know that you have to be a decent person. Because Scotty just don't go around calling anybody his friends. So I know you good people. Your husband, like, girl, you gonna sit up here and tell the world, well, I bought that. First of all, if I'm introducing my husband to anybody, I'm introducing him as Cliff. Not daddy, not Zeddy, not none of that shit. Because I don't want none of these bitches walking around here calling my husband Zeddy. No, God. This is my husband, Cliff. He will be addressed by Cliff. And that's what that I'm introducing to y'all as Cliff. And that's how he gonna be to y'all as Cliff. Second, the other thing that confuses me is when you was like, well, yeah, you know, he really don't like to be away from me for a long period of time. You know, wherever I go, he wants to go. And if he's not included, he gets upset. Like, daughter, all kind of red flags. It is. That's and it don't even have to be on some Ralph type stuff that like Drew Sidora husband or nothing like that. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is he's an older man that's stuck in his ways, and I'm sorry. A part of me felt like you married him to get to the point of where you wanted to get to, and so now that you're there, I don't know. I just feel like you kind of need to cut the strings a little bit because something about you and listen, if it works for you, fine. I'm not here to talk to you about your marriage, sis. Listen, you see, I ain't got no man. I'm fucking people, husbands and boyfriends, baby daddies, fiancés, and so on and so forth. So I'm not trying to talk you out of your marriage. What the hell do I know? Moving. Don't take no advice from a single bitch like me. Moving on. Letitia checking the legendary, incomparable Dr. Antoinette about Marie. Letitia, I understand it because she's your friend. But I'm sorry. If I was the legendary, incomparable Dr. Antoinette, baby, I'd have got with that ass. I would have been like, oh, okay, well, then you should have told your friend to behave herself in a manner that she should have behaved herself in during a time like that. Like, I find it funny that you could check somebody else about Marie, but you can't check Marie about basically starting all of that bullshit down to your classy base affair. Like, listen, I feel you. You take enough for your friend. I get all of that. But if I was Antoinette, oh yeah. Letitia, me and you would have had words. We would have had real damn words. Letitia talks to Marie and asks and tells her that she should sit down and talk to Latrice because that's what bosses do. Marie says she's not a boss. Bosses don't talk to customers like that. Marie, you... Marie, if you don't go and carry your Morocco mode looking ass down some girl, do y'all remember the cartoon Secret Squirrel that be coming on Boomerang? Y'all remember Secret Squirrel and his faithful assistant Morocco mode? That's exactly who Marie looked like. Girl, you're shaped like him for one. Then you got the nerve to look like him for two. Girl, that's Morocco mode. From this moment on. Her new AKA is Morocco mode. And girl, your attitude is of a damn mode. Like, you have the most horrible, most lousy disposition of a businesswoman that I think I have ever had the displeasure of seeing come across my TV screen. And SC, I'm going to tell you something. Because you might have to learn the hard way. You might just fuck around and be collateral damage, messing around with this image, this mean girl image that your friend, your business partner is putting out there. It happens all the time. People that don't mess with you will not rock with your business. You better remember that. You better remember that. Moving on. Because I'm not dealing with her. I'm not dealing with her. Tambra decides to show up with a motorcade. Tambra done sat there and held up the whole damn sheriff's office and put the girl to let me tell her Jackson only got about one damn police precinct, maybe one or two sheriff's buildings, so they ain't got that many cops to run around in that cotton picking country ass city. And she done sat there and got the police and the sheriff people tied up in the damn motorcade down to this damn party. I ain't mad at it though, Tambra. If you got the keys to the city, baby, show it. So Letitia tries to get Marie to understand that she's bigger than that, and that she should have a conversation with Latrice. And then in the middle of that conversation, then Marie starts crying and she starts dabbing her tears and, yada, 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 because while Latrice was there, they was going to do a toast. While Latrice was there, everybody was down to do the toast other than Marie, under the guise of me doing the toast means I'm being fake. No, you doing the toast is showing that you're an adult, you're above all of this, and at the end of the day, this is not the place for that. Moving on, please, because what are you going to be? Are you going to be this tough, mean girl? Or are you going to be Susie Q that's crying in the corner? I hate when you bitches do that. You mean-spirited hoes want to get up here and be mean to somebody. And then in the next breath, you want to bust apart at the seams with all of these damn crocodile tears that nobody give a damn about. Like, girl, bye. Moving on. So then Letitia pours the legendary and incomparable Dr. Antoinette to talk. The legendary and incomparable Dr. Antoinette apologizes for talking about her last brunch and saying that she wants to help and that she wants to be a part of it. And Letitia throws small shade at the legendary and incomparable Dr. Antoinette's wig for it not being pulled far enough down on her head. Now, it's a tit for tat. I get it, Letitia. I get it. You threw some light down at my shindig. Now I'm finna throw some light down to that wig that I'm not gonna lie. Listen, legendary and comparable Dr. Antoinette, you already know I see it for you. You my spirit animal, but Letitia won't wrong. Yeah, you was giving us OGTs on her first season of Basketball Wives. You do need to pull that down just a smidgen, and I'm shocked that with you being real good Julies with Latrice, and she's in charge of the girls as far as it comes to wigs and hair and stuff like that, why she ain't pull you to the side and do that? I'm just saying. But y'all, that was the end of the episode. The episode was decent. It gave me some stuff to talk about. Girl, I've been up here babbling for 23 minutes. Shout out to everybody around there. I like everybody with the exception of Morocco Mo. I don't see it for that bitch, and I don't think I ever will. But everybody else, thus far, they seem mad cool, mad chill, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the season got. So drop down in the comments. Let's get the discussion popping. Let me know what y'all thought about last night's episode. I give it a B-. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna give it a B minus. We gonna see what the next episode is gonna give, and the one before that, and the one after that, and the one after that, and we'll get this thing in the swing. All right, y'all. I'm gone. Bye.
What you're giving, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system. It's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.